if you follow the channel, you probably already know we recently acquired a new location. And I forgot about acquiring a new location that the U.S. Postal Service, well, it's not the Postal Service, but wherever your name is sold, bought, sold, whatever, you get a ton of mail with advertisements. And the amount of mail that I receive, I mean, I'm constantly putting in the recycle bin, and it's crazy. But one that I haven't seen in a long time is the good old Valpak, and I thought we would open it. Yes, I have my hand over my address. Yeah, if you want to come here and help me continue to put away stuff, help me. I can think of a ton of projects where I could use subscribers to come by and help out with. But needless to say, I'll wait for someone to directly ask me if they want to come over and help with a project around here versus just putting my address out there for everyone to see. Okay, so let's open up the Valpak, and I gotta do it back here because front of the envelope is where my address is. These things have been around forever. So, all right, what do we have? Front Row Fridays. What's this for the movies? The Cape Playhouse. Oh, that's kind of cool. Where is that? That is on Dennis. Oh, I know where that is. I haven't been there, but I know my kids have. That's cool. Ticket mosquitoes spraying. Let me tell you, I have gotten hammered with ads for spraying the yard. I mean, I must have gotten about 10 different companies reach out, and you can add this one to the list. Drain cleaning services. So I would think I would call, well, they do plumbing, heating, cooling. That's interesting. Drain. So they're basically a plumber. All right. You know, the thing is, because we have another location here in town, and we've had that location for over a decade, I have all my people, if you will. So it's interesting. Oh, so Gem here has 2 ads. That must have cost them. So this one looks like they have a mini split here. Wow, they really ponied up. I also feel the demographic for Valpak is an older demographic. I'm not a kid anymore, but like I'm going right to Google. Like I am not. I can't think. I mean, I used to open these when I was a first-time homeowner a long time ago, and maybe like put something up on the bulletin board that I thought was interesting. That is so 1990s and back, yeah. Where these days I would just probably Google somebody if I didn't already have a connection. Propane, barbecues, barbecuegrills.com. Does it a South Dennis and Mashpee. Okay. I'm not a griller. I'm not a chef. I don't have I've never, well, yes, we have a barbecue grill at the main location, but I'm not the grill master. I probably won't get one for here. Maybe I should if I have renters. What do you think? Agway. Agway's a good store, but I don't have a pet. Garage doors, replacement and new repairs. The garage door here is actually in good shape except for the molding underneath, and I ordered a replacement piece, and that's got to be a video because I have a chunk taken out, and I'm sure mice can get in and all, and moisture. Another garage door company. Okay, it's good to know. Got that covered. But again, I would probably Google it. You know, like I wouldn't. You know, like I'm not going to hold on to that. I guess the thing with Valpak is they're hoping if they shotgun you with all these different types of companies, and you have a new house, you're like, oh yeah, that's on the list. We have to replace the garage door or a window, or we got to spray for bugs or whatever. So I think it's like right place, right time with this stuff, because I can't imagine anyone really holds on to it. Electrician. I haven't heard of this guy. Where's he located? Where is he located? We don't know. I do have an electrician. two places I know that are really good. I'm sure they're all good, but just people I've worked with. Kohler, the paper store. Speaking of paper, waste of paper. Window World, I've not heard of them. So we did windows in the other location. I did new construction windows all the way around with Anderson. Expensive project, frustrating project with the contractor I used, and I would not use that guy again. But ultimately everything came out really nice. Checks, if you need checks. I hate writing checks. Well, I hate paying bills and withdrawing money to begin with, but I'm just saying checks versus electronic. I have some bills that I have to pay with writing a check, and it really aggravates me. It's 2025, but when I do need checks, I just do it on my bank's website. Like, I don't think people really look at your checks anymore and like, ooh, like, and pay extra for that. Findmassmoney.gov. So I've tried one of these sites before, you just go to the website and like look up your name to see if like there's money sitting around for you. I don't know if it's some type of scam or not. Like, what's in it for these people? Well, it's a .gov, so I guess it's a government website. What's this? Showrooms. Okay. The Boston Globe. The newspaper. It's a dying art. So as an adult, I've been an adult since the late 90s. I have never subscribed to a newspaper. But the thing is, I used to enjoy the Sunday paper when my parents would get it, mainly because I liked always looking at the ads, and I used to look at the classifieds, like the automotive section, to see what used cars were for sale. I mean, this is going back like late 90s, even before the late 90s, early 90s when I was a kid. I would just be like, oh, Sunday paper. I would want to look up like all the cars that were for sale, like in the colored ads, the new cars, and then the cars that I liked, and then the used cars and the classified. And then when I got a little older, I started looking at jobs, even before I was old enough to really take on a job, but I just wanted to see. And then I would just go through, like I would look at if it was Christmas time, Christmas lights on sale. You really hope newspapers can hang on. More windows, right windows. I don't know who that is. Advertise here. Basementy, all things Basementy. Dry zone. So the basement here, I think the walls are painted at one point. I think I took you guys down there very early on just to show some things that the previous owner left behind. That is, if people want to come over, I should display my address and help me clean the basement. There's not much. There's really nothing down there, like an old weight bench kind of thing, and like an extension cord and some random little things. But really, it needs a shop vac, the cobwebs, a good floor sweeping. It does need to be repainted. It's a block wall, but I want to wait till I regrate the outside, because I think moisture was pushing through, because I looked at the outside of the foundation. I'm sure if I called these people, they would just come and seal the basement and not mess with the grading, and that's really where I need to spend my time. Zero clogged gutters. Yeah, one of the first things I did here, I didn't do it on camera, is outside of this room, there's outside this little patio, and the stupid scrub pine trees, the previous owner let them get humongous. When I can get the funds, I'm going to have 2 of them removed, but the gutters were clogged over this patio with just pine needles, and I know the water runs off tying this one to Basementy. The water runs off the gutter, goes down the patio, like, 'cause it's just like a wood flooring, and then along the foundation. So this is something I'm still young enough and nimble enough to do on my own, although I enjoy it less and less. We focus on junk cars. Oh, I think it would be cool to work there, to see all the junk cars. Another mosquito, pest, whatever. More windows. Who's this? Buy 4 windows, get 1 free. So the thing I learned a long time ago is the difference between replacement windows and new construction. As I just said, I did new construction, which cost a lot of money at the other location, but it came out fantastic. Now, these windows here, this home is the same age as the other home, and there's definitely similarities. They're built in the same town in the same year. A lot of homes were built that year around here. It must have been interesting, 1978. But these windows, I think, are replacement. I don't think they're new construction. They're not as nice as the Andersons. They're decent. I don't mind them. There's metal on them versus the wood, but I do think they're replacements. New HVAC systems. Yeah, I gotta deal with something here. Probably this is not central air here. We're on the Cape, and you get humidity for sure, but you just don't get blasted with 90-degree heat, which I love. But the humidity can be choke you out, and so I think short term it'll be window unit ACs, and then if I do something, it'll be probably ductless mini splits down the line, because this house is solar and it gets a lot of sun, but I have an oil burner otherwise. Patio or porch. So I do have a 3-season porch here. That's nice. Mine needs the one here. It's actually in really good shape. It was clearly added to the home. It's actually in really, really good shape. Organization for your space. That's kind of cool. 3-day blinds. Yeah, so some of the blinds are bad shape here. Others, I think, when the room was redone, the blinds were redone with the really nice blinds. So I gotta, over time, upgrade my blinds. But I have a guy for that too. Harry's. I've never used Harry's, but I see their stuff. Omaha Steaks. They're in every single Valpak envelope I've ever opened. I live alone. I was going to say first alert, but life alert. That's probably a good service. Of course, a credit card offer. Wayfair, of course, everything's on Wayfair. Hot summer offer, cool destinations. Cruise. I've never done a cruise before. I would like to do it one time. I mean, I'm a beach guy. I like to sit on the sand and with a book and just sit there in a hot climate. The Cape, Cape has beaches all the way around. I'm from the Mid-Atlantic, Northeast, and different scene up here. Water's colder, rocky, but there are some very nice beaches. There's probably 2 or 3 that I really, really enjoy. Private client, what's this? Another credit card, Chase. All right, so that's Valpak. If you stuck with me, that means you had nothing better to do. And do you guys even look at these? Do you guys receive them? Do you actually buy anything, or you reach out to any of the services offered there? Or it just goes in the garbage or the recycle can? This was the first time in probably 15 years, 10 years or so that I've opened one of these, and I just thought I would see if anything has really changed. And no, the companies may be different based on where you live, and the time, 10 years ago was different, but the same, pest companies, windows, doors, credit card, Omaha Steaks, kitchen remodelers, basement people, it's the same services. I'm really curious. I'm actually surprised Valpak's still in business, but that's great for them. All right, well, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. You guys are the best. See you next time.